Alright guys, welcome back, and here we go, baby. Let's fight this epic battle here. We have a little bit of we have a numbers advantage, but we certainly don't have a troop quality advantage. Now, as I was talking to you guys in the first battle, it's all about force multipliers, and we didn't really get a chance to utilize our force multipliers in that game where Javelin Man got taken out early, just everything went to shit. But in this game, that's not going to happen, at least. I hope not. So my WSD keys aren't working. I hate that, man. It's so much harder to do a battle like that. For some reason, if I hit the record button when the game's open, that happens. Shit. I should restart. Alright, you know what? No, I'm not gonna restart. Alright, so we got lightning, we got weather. It's gonna look pretty epic. I'm gonna pause probably a little bit more than I did last time, even though I paused a shit ton last time. Oh wait, if I hit shift it'll work. Alright. There we go. Let's do that. Let me check something real quick, guys. Bear with me just real quick. I have to hit shift to get it to work, then why can't it just work regular? Place total war camera, load keys, save keys, enable on-screen keyboard, show input method, blah, 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 universal campaign battle. Let's see where it says W. Alright, you know what? Sorry about that, guys. It's just so fucking annoying. But alright, let's rock. Who cares? I'm going to use the shift key like my life depended on it, biatch. Alright, so here we are. Here we are, starting our setup. So, we have a much more advantageous... Oh, I take that back. It's a much better position. We're not on a decline hill where we have to hustle up and try to get top of the hill, and then we wind up screwing ourselves. Here we're on basically flat ground. So we're going to stay in that flat ground. So what we need to do is they have really strong infantry. We need to use our javelin men to fuck those infantry up while holding them firm. And then I'm going to use because they don't have, I don't think they have any missile. If they do, they only have a couple. And they don't have any cavalry except for their general. So I'm going to use this guy right here to start harassing Pyrrus. Let me see, what's their missile? Let's see, their missile damage is 144. That's pretty freaking good. Yeah, that's the same as any javelin man. Now they only have, what's their ammunition? 5. Alright, that's actually not terrible. That's actually not terrible. Alright, let's get set up. Alright. Now the last battle really didn't do anything because I wasn't able to really fight it. So it's not like it had, I can use it to help me decide what to do here. I actually haven't played Rome much at all. Not an excuse or anything like that. I just haven't played Rome. I always play Greek factions, or sometimes I try to dabble in the Eastern factions. Even though I struggle with the Eastern factions, I'm not great with horse archers. Alright, so essentially we're going to keep... Now, the only problem is I can't put them in the middle unless it's going to actually be the middle. So let's go right here. Alright, so we're putting our strongest troops in the middle. Now, a lot of times the AI will overload you on one side, and you don't really get that middle, that kind of like middle battle. You know, like their middle versus your middle. So, you got Allied Hastati. What is this? Allied Hastati. What does that mean? Whatever it means, I don't give a shit. I'll take it. Alright, and then we got the 4 of these guys. We're going to put them on the flanks. Now, this seems like a pretty big gap, but sometimes it's a little bit too inviting for the AI, and they try to split you. And that opens them up to just getting hit with javelins in their face. I'm gonna have to spread these out a little bit. Alright, and then we put him here. Alright, so this is why you want defense, because first of all, these guys have ammo, which is great. I don't know if they have ammo in vanilla. It's been so long since I played vanilla. You know, but they should. They have javelins. They have to peel them. You know what I'm saying? They throw that shit at people's fucking necks. And, you know, now, but for real though, it sticks in shields. And, you know, they have to throw their shields down. Actually, in Caesar's commentaries, basically, he fought in his war in Gaul. He fought, you know, the Gauls, obviously. And he wrote commentary on it. It's like 7 or 8 books. It's amazing, first of all. If you haven't read it, it's really good. You know, the translations, of course. And he talks about that, how, you know, the pilum, they would throw it at the Gauls, and it would get stuck in the shield, and they would shake it a couple times, try to get it to come out, and it wouldn't fall out, so they had to throw their shields. Which, I mean, think about the advantage you have, you know, because they have this huge fucking spear, heavy spear hanging out of the front of their, off their shield. So that's interesting. So these troops have Pilum. The only one that doesn't is this guy, the Pyrrus extraordinary. Maybe because he's usually like in the back line or whatever. But he's gonna be right here holding shit down. He's actually gonna be he's gonna be phalanx. This is when Rome still used the phalanx. There will be reforms though, military reforms, and there won't be phalanx anymore. There'll be legionaries, actual legionaries. That's another thing that's so awesome about this game, this mod. All right, so we got them. Boom. We want to take our javelin men. We're going to put them in groups of 2 and keep them. We're going to actually bring them a little bit back because we're going to use them very, 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 very strategically. And we want to be able to do that at our own pace, keep them out of harm's way as well. We're going to keep the Allied Hastati and the Rorari in the back line. We're going to keep them... Oh, I didn't mean to do both of them. We're going to do this guy here. I mean, they both have... He has missiles. So, you know what? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep him here. And then I'm going to bring him over here because he doesn't have missiles. And something tells me they're going to be marching down from over here, I feel like, for some reason. All right. And then we have our general, of course. Now, the general I might actually use. This battle is do or die. This is do or die. So this is Decimus Brutus. He's in the other party, in the other family. So he has a chance to really make a name for himself and distinguish himself from my leader who just got killed, unceremoniously killed. Now, the thing with slingers, and the thing about this game, too, is the enemy troops, all troops, they have shields on a certain side of their body, whatever side they're carrying it on. So if you hit them on that side, or from the front or that side, it's much less effective. But if you can hit them from the side where they don't have it, you take away much more health. So I used to do that. I used to always try to do that, and I would, like, set these guys up, like, over here, and maybe have them defended by, like, a cavalry unit or something. But I forget exactly what the side is, because it's actually been a decent amount since I played one of these campaigns in full. So, or I've actually usually played the Greeks, and like I said, they have archers, and I don't use slingers. So we're gonna just keep them here, and then we'll have to move them if we have to. And then, like I said, with our general, I'm gonna use him to fight. You know, Brutus is gonna have to get out there, man. If you ever watch the show Rome, he's a pussy in that show. In like Shakespeare and shit, he's like a badass, but I don't think he's a badass. He killed he killed Caesar, so fuck him. All right, now there's no advanced placement like there is in Warhammer. What do they call it? I forget what they call it. All right, that's what we're gonna do. That's our formation right here. It's pretty basic. If you're watching and you're interested at all in learning this game. These type of formations have helped me win hundreds of battles, literally.
Force. Clicking on a card selects a unit or ship. Double-clicking on it zooms the camera directly to it. Pausing the game, then right-clicking on a card opens an information panel.
Now he's hidden. Now I don't know if they're going to be fooled by that, but basically I want him to harass Pyrrus. All right, so they have the one. Okay. So what I want to be able to do is, I want to be able to take that javelin man out before he gets close. The slingers have great range. All right, so let's see. Do any of these guys have defensive formation? Yeah, I'm going to put them. The unit enters defensive formation that improves morale and defense but lowers attack. All right, now let's do that. To him. To him. Look how small he gets.
Romans ready for duty. Yes, Commander.
All right, and it also makes them vulnerable on the flanks, but that's why I have units to help defend that. Let's take a look at them before they get too close. My movements are a little awkward. Let's slow it down, actually. All right, let's take a look at these guys. Look at that. First of all, now I'm using 2 graphical mods that just improve overall graphics. One for the water, which obviously doesn't carry here, and Orbis Terranium. Forgive me for forgetting how that's pronounced, how that's spelled, the second word. But this is just a basic this is basically vanilla. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. All the different shields and shit. There's no other real-time strategy game that you play that has these kind of, these kind of differences. Look at the fog rolling through. I mean, this game looks amazing. Let's see my best unit. Let's see this one. Yeah, the extraordinary. Let's see how these motherfuckers look. Look at that. Now they look like a Greek formation because that's how they're fighting. That's how they're fighting. They look like they're getting ready to fight in a Greek way, which they are. But look at that, man. The shields. Look at the shields. Look, they have creases and shit on them. I mean, that looks awesome. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I just said on Reddit that Pharaoh is a good game, and I'm tired of acting like it's not. Same thing with Rome 2. I mean, Rome 2 is a good game, and I am tired of acting like it's not. All right, what's his speed? Now, there we go. His speed is 6. What's his speed? Please show me. Please show me. Yes. His speed is 6. Ah, that's weak. That's weak. Oh, wait, that's not Decimus Brutus. That's Pyrrus. I want to know his. They're not going to show me his. All right. So, you know what? Damn, I just don't want him to get chased down and get destroyed. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's just try to kill him. You know what it'll do, too? It'll draw some of these guys off, I bet. Alright, so I need these guys to eventually start hitting them. I don't really want to have to lose any troops to fucking javelins. I'm still slow. Sorry about that. My bad. Oh, man, those guys are moving pretty fast. Are they running?
Italian cavalry.
Our first pause in there. Alright, you're going to start hitting him. I want you to specifically hit him. You are going to be in guard. Alright, so I want all these guys right here in guard mode. And then I want all you guys in guard mode. Alright. Alright. Now here's where I'm really going to show you. If you watched the second video, you saw how I talked about javelin men and what they're capable of. Here, this battle is going to show that. At least that's the plan, and I really hope it does. Alright, so you're going to go here. And you're going to go here. You're not reaching them yet? Alright, let's just wait a minute. Alright, you're going to go here. You're going to load on them too. Which is fine. Hopefully they're in fucking some kind of shield mode. Why are you taking so long, dude? Alright, they're just bringing it right out. They're not fucking around at all. They're not fucking around at all. Alright, so these guys have already lost some troops. Slingers are still piling on their faces. He's still piling on his face. Alright, so they're bringing a little bit of an overload on the right side. So it looks like I'm probably going to have... Let me see. There's the axemen. Yeah, see, I don't want to use the levies on these guys. These guys can just be beat straight up. You know? So I'm not going to... You know what? How much... Yeah, you know what? Let's just take him out. Let's just take them out. I don't want to have to eat any javelins. I don't want my guys to have to eat any javelins. Alright. We're going back at it. Now these are the guys. See, they have them back here. These are who I'm saving my javelins for. They're tough as shit. And frankly, I don't want to have to fight them without some kind of backup. Alright, so they're coming in here. We're not going to give him support because we have a guy coming in here. These guys are getting tore up. He's running. He's a bitch. Alright. We're waiting for them to come up. Alright, you know what we're going to do though? We are going to utilize our... Let's bring them up. Here. And I'm going to bring them up here to fight him. What do we got here? This is Chameleon Hopla. Those are actually pretty tough. Alright, you know what? Boom. Oh, no. Sorry, my bad. Wrong guys. The javelin men, where are they? Here they are. Alright. So let's see. You're going to take out... Alright, you know, let me wait for them to make contact. Although it might be too late. I want them to start hitting them now. I'm just worried that if they make contact with all these troops and they make my guys, you know, if they make my guys rout, then I'm fucked. They're going to move out of their defensive formation so they can come up and help. And instead of moving him over there, I'm going to move him over here. And then I am going to take this guy and move him up here to take out one of these guys. But then I'm going to get them some support over here and go for these axemen. Oh, wait. These hoplites. Alright. Alright. So, yeah, as you can see, we have more troops, but a lot of them aren't melee troops. They have all melee troops. Let's get it going. Now, I could be zoning in. The fact that my WSD keys aren't working because the bug in the game is, you know, is why I'm not showing you all these awesome things that are happening. But these are the Bronze Shieldsmen. They're fucking elite troop, elite pikemen. I waited too long to bring these guys out. I fucked that one up. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? Where are you going? Did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. What the fuck? Thank God I caught that. Holy shit. Yeah, no, you're not going to do that, dude. These guys they still have 78. You know, I'm going to switch one of these off and start hitting Pyrrus.
We await orders.
Wait a sec. Why did everybody go and attack? Did I? Come on. I didn't hit that. This is what I'm saying. That there's something happening. There's something happening. They don't want me to succeed. Where the fuck is Pyrrus now? He's all the way over there. You know what? Just come in and hit these guys from the back. I can't be worried about him. You come over here and hit him if I have to. I mean, did I hit the wrong button? I don't think I did. You guys saw it. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. I didn't think I hit the wrong fucking button. Alright, come in and take these guys out. There's a fucking million of them. You're hitting him.
Our general is under attack.
Maybe by hitting the shift key, it's like picking something different. Alright, well, Pyrrus is right there. I actually should just hit him with javelin men now. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, you go over here. I'm just gonna have to hit the button normally. You rush in and... Come on, dude. What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing? Oh, man. Alright. Let me get these guys in skirmish mode. I mean, I really don't want them in skirmish mode because then they start running for no reason. Like right here, he doesn't really have to run.
Your orders, General! For honor and glory! Your orders! You have orders, sir! Advance at speed!
Nice. Pyrrus is wavering.
The men are wavering.
Oh, come on. Don't be wavering.
By your command! Italian
Go get him. Go chase him down.
orders! Swift and
Come on, go.
Fire the enemy!
Alright, I got guys retreating. I got guys running. I put you in guard mode and you're still running. You guys saw me put him in guard mode, so this is not me. This is not me being crazy. Get back there. He's fucking retreating. Any of these guys losing troops? Some of them are, yeah. We got Pyrrus on the, come on, you run out. You run out. He already destroyed them. Come in, help me, hit them.
Italian cavalry! Yet advance at speed!
Nice. Pyrrus is done. He's shattered. Alright, you're doing that over here. You come over here. You come and attack him.
By your command. Levies! At speed!
All right, let's pause here. Let's see what we got left. Things are going pretty good so far, even though things are fucked up. Like, I think the buttons are fucked up because I'm hitting shift to hit the ASD keys. Look, guys, you're looking for smooth, this is the wrong stream. But if you're looking for badass and just fucking real deal Holyfield shit, this is where it's at. All right, so we have a little bit of javelins left. These guys, I don't know how they're still steady. I mean, they are tough troops. That's probably how. You're going to have to lay into them. You're going to lay into them. We still have slingers. Where are slingers? They're right there. All right, they're still firing. You go fire into him. You go fire into him. See, they're from the side, so maybe they can eat some, have them eat some of their lunch, and then he's still firing into them, which is good. Now, Pyrrus were more worried about his life than the battle. He only had 20 freaking men left, 20 bodyguards left, so he was scared. He was like, "Yo, I ain't fighting all these people. I'm bouncing." All right, got the allied Hastati here. I want you to come in over there. He has a couple more bullets left, so you come over here. All right. My general to come over
One of our
here.
units has used all its ammunition.
All right, here we go. Now they're starting to get their morale down because their general left. I'm hitting them with a charge. Oh man, he just ate pikes. They just ate pikes for breakfast, but they had to do it. There we go. We got him to rout. All right, baby. Now we're cooking with grease. We got suckers to rout. There we go. Here it comes. Here it comes the streaming route. Yeah, and they're shattered. Now these guys are tough. That's why they're hanging in there. These
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
bronze shield pikemen, man, they're fucking tough. That's the only reason why they're hanging in there. It's the only reason why. What do we got here? This is the allied Hastati. They're coming in to fight them. All right, now they gotta leave. Do you have any more bullets? No. You come hit him. You
One of
run.
our units has used all its
How many
ammunition.
did I kill? Not that many. Now, if these guys are chasing me, they can't help their men. No. You bounce. You run. All right, here we go. Now we got another one here. This is what they're doing here. All right, good. Yes. All right. This is what we wanted, guys. This is what we wanted. They couldn't handle all of our diversity in our army. We had missile troops. We had extra cavalry that they didn't have. We got Pyrrus out of there quickly, which is what we wanted to do. Now this guy's bouncing before anything. This guy's out. He's like, "Yo, I'm out, dude. I'm not shattered, but I'm bouncing. I ain't dying for fucking what? For what? What am I dying for?" And they're just walking out. Look at them. Those are fucking Chads. Every single one of those guys' name is Chad. Every single one. Holy shit, those guys aren't fucking around. Oh wait. Another sergeant was like, "Hey, you motherfuckers, we cannot retreat right now. We are Greeks. Who are they? They're barbarians." They actually considered the Romans barbarians. Just like how the Greeks, the southern Greeks, considered the Macedonians barbarians, which is just insane. All right, let's ride in on these guys. Let's find our general. He's riding down these suck-ass shattered. Look at them. We still haven't killed that many. That's how tough they are. Even in running, they're tough as shit. Let's see what's going on over here. We can finally get some. Oh, they're tired. Their heads are down. Oh man, they had enough. This is how Rome. This is where Rome starts it. That's it right there. And we just did it. We just wiped them from the field. Now there's a mod that I downloaded where you're not allowed to continue the battle because it makes it more realistic. Now the most losses and casualties in ancient battles and even into like early medieval battles were at the end after the battle when somebody ran, especially with the hoplites and shit. There wasn't a lot of deaths. There was just a lot of shield action, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. Actually, and this is something that I'm not going to get into in depth, we actually don't know exactly how they fought. If they ran at each other, if they stood, some people think that maybe they stood 5 or 10 feet apart and poked at each other. People don't actually know. But anyway, that's a little controversial. I won't get into that. But the mod is I can't continue battle because then I can run down every single guy and it makes it unrealistic. So I was going to kind of like role play it as that, try to make it more realistic. But to be honest with you, I can't have Pyrrus running around with fucking huge armies of pikemen. So I am going to try to run down every single one of these motherfuckers. I didn't do the mod for actually this purpose because, you know, I didn't want to have to, you know, I wanted to be able to sometimes run the troops down. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously. You know, that's something that happens in the game. Everybody does that. But I thought about maybe not doing it, but now I've decided that I am going to do it because, like I said, they're on my peninsula, and I cannot have Greeks running around with these huge fucking buff pikemen. You know, we know how the AI, you know, gets armies, gathers their strength back. I'm going to be replenishing for shit, and they're going to be fucking running around kicking the shit out of my guys, so let's not do that. All right, you chase them. Who else do we got? Where else do we got, guys? All right, you're chasing down those fucking sons of bitches. I know it's a little late, but you want to chase down these guys? You actually can lose troops on the chase down. You can lose troops on the chase down. Not from the enemy though. You could definitely die from friendly missile fire, but I'm pretty sure you can also die from something else. I forget what. I watched it once and I was like, what do they got my guys dying from? Look at the graphics in that, dude. I mean, like, these guys could be in, like, say, Bannerlord, right? Like, literally, if you just, like, zoomed out and made this, like, a third person, like, these horse could be... Actually, the graphics probably be better than they would be in Bannerlord. And there's, like, I can have fucking 2,000 of these guys on the map. Like, I just marvel at Total War. That's the thing. I think people have gotten so used to Total War's unique excellence that they just, like, they get so mad now when it's like, you know, oh, man, this game isn't the greatest ever, and this time period isn't the exact time period that I wanted, you know. And it's like, well, let's be honest, dude, most people don't even follow history, so like they watch maybe like a couple documentaries or like YouTube videos, so it's like most periods aren't going to be your period unless it's like the medieval period, you know, the Rome, and then, you know, maybe like the Napoleonic era, but I don't even know if a lot of people, you know, follow that. I don't know how it is in Europe. I know in the US it's all about you know, World War II. And, you know, there's people who like some medieval stuff, but, you know, outside of that, you know, the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, of course, because, you know, those are our big wars. But, all right. Yes, that's when how it's supposed to go. And imagine if my guys didn't run crazy in the beginning. All right, look at that, man. So, Pyrrus is still alive. Prick. He fucking bounced early. Come on. Tell me there's not AI going on there. He bounced early. He was like, yo, I'm out. He left these guys in the lurch, which is not cool. Not cool at all. These are his native sons, too. Not cool. All right, so let's see what has. See, look at this. Look at this, baby. This is what I'm talking about with the javelin men. 108 guys. They killed 108 guys. And the majority of them were probably these guys. 82, 58. Got over 300 kills here, I think. 108, that's 190, 190. Yeah, almost 300 kills. Even the slingers did a little bit of work, gathering up almost 100 kills. Look at this. My man's right here. 283 kills. You go, big boy. This guy right here, 228. Decimus Brutus, he's like, yo, I should be the leader of this faction, bitches. I don't know about that, though, man. You gotta chill. Oh, so he did kill Pyrrus. Nice. Pyrrhus. When he was right, you know what happened? When he was running away, he walked towards a house and some lady threw a tile down and killed him. If you know, you know. All right, so now in this game, the enslaving mechanic actually is real. It works. And not just in this game, in this mod. Because you can build slave camps. You could sell there's an edict to sell slaves to make more money. So that's actually a real thing. But they do raise public order. But we're not going to ransom them because we're pissing them. So let's just enslave them.
Journey completed.
All right, so they still have a pretty, you know, they still have an army here, which is nothing to sneeze at. And I'm still not by any means in a great situation. All right, Decimus Brutus, baby, doing work up in the streets. All right, now they actually, yeah, look at that. See, that's another part of some of the modding is loyalties are going to be really hard to maintain. But if you let the generals, if the generals win battles for you, their loyalty goes up significantly. So basically, some people would kind of like play it as if, you know, they would not fight with these guys. Just leave these guys over here and just have their family fighting, so that when there eventually was a civil war, these guys didn't have any strength. They didn't have any troops. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna play it that way anyway. But even on top of that, now these guys, it actually pays for them to do well. So that's just an interesting point there. All right, so we got our new leader, Medilius Julius Fulo. He likes to call himself Julius Caesar, but we say, hey, dude, you need to chill. You need to get a couple, you need to do something first. All right, so the first things first to get married. Now, the only thing that sucks about getting married, 2+2 authority when leading an army. Damn, that's going to give him 8. He's going to be actually doing pretty good. The only problem with that is sometimes you marry a bad wife and then you kind of screw yourself. Oh, Lucrezia, look at that. She was the wife of, how old is she? Only 19? She's still young. She can still have kids. She can still marry somebody for us. All right, so you know what? We're going to get married. Come on, give me a good wife, baby. Give me a good wife, baby. Nice, nice, nice. That's a good wife. Obviously, you'd like to have like a plus in one of the attributes, but just as long as there's no negatives and as long as they can have children. Because we're 12 turns per year, it gives them so much more time to get funky. All right, +2 loyalty for marriage. All right, so we like that. We're good there. Now, we are going to eventually adopt her, but we don't have the gravitas probably. Yeah, we don't. All right, so right now we can, we don't want to have any beef with our peoples. Now, we can do a favor, but we're not going to do that. All right, so we're not going to do anything there. We're not going to do anything there. All right, so we got Brutus right here. My man, 50 grand. Decimus Junius Brutus. Just went out there and fought a hard-fought battle and did a great job, so we're going to give him skills in that. He goes up a level. So let's see. He has zeal, public order, campaign movement range, and replenishment. All right, let's up his zeal. So this is a good one. Ferocious warrior. It gives you... Oh, that's it. That's strange. Usually you get like 3. I wonder if... Huh, interesting. Alright, well that's fine. Because of the mod anyway, you can't have guys, because it's 12 turns per year, you can't have them through the roof anyway. Alright, that's cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, he's not married. You know what? You deserve to have a wife, bro. Yeah, you know what? Actually, no, you don't. Not yet. Not yet. This actually went down a little. Oh, because he got married? Lowered a little bit. People got a little mad about that. They're like, bro, you're only 17, you know. You married an older woman, you know, that I used to sleep with her. So I hear you. I hear you. It gets crazy. It gets crazy in the Roman political sphere. All right. Now we got our spy here. Now we want to get him back over here, actually. We don't want to attack that. We want to get on land here. I want you to land here. We want to land. Come on, land over. There we go. Right there.
Swift and silent as a
Come on, land.
No further orders.
I want you to land. Fuck. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't want to land. Maybe there's like some kind of zone of control thing that I'm not... That's new. That I'm not familiar with. Fuck.
Leaving the decks behind.
How does he get up? Over there? Alright, you know what, whatever. You can't get up at the airport, that's fine. You're a spy, you should be able to sneak, but whatever. No big deal. Alright, so here we go. Now we got this army down here. I mean, this army's not anything, but it also can be a thorn on my side. They're going to take supply, food, from whichever one of my provinces they're in. Ooh, excuse me, sorry about that. They're going to take, I was a little bit, oh man, they got these lancers. I love lancers. You know, so they're going to be a little bit of a thorn on my side, especially on my peoples down here in Constantia. All right, let's go get Beneventium, excuse me. All right, let's go kill this son of a bitch. Oh, he fucking retreated. What a bitch. Now he's going to go back into his settlement, but they shouldn't have any, yeah, they don't have a very strong garrison yet. All right. Now, the only way is if... no, we're good. All right, so that's good right there. So we did good. We're friends up here with them, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to start building more troops, which we are going to have to do, but we're very low on funds, man. Very low on funds. So, let's see. What's our play here? We're obviously going to take Beneventium. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to build up. Yeah, we're getting hit. We're getting killed on public order everywhere because we're just like, there's war everywhere you look. Oh my god, these are the Mamertine spearmen. These are the Mamertines, the troops that caused the First Punic War, which is kind of wild. That story is just nuts. We'll tell it eventually. We got the Torsky Axemen, I'm not familiar with. Italic Swordsman. I actually like to have swordsmen out in the flanks to work. It uses like a mobile attack force, where instead of like lining up as spearmen to take a charge or to hold the flanks or whatever, I like to use them to like kind of go around either to flank a unit or to react. Instant react force. Their speed is 3, whereas everybody else is their speed is 2. All right, not quite. I think the Greek soldiers that I use, the Greek infantry, their speed I think is a little bit faster. All right, so you know what? Let's see. Let's recruit one of these. I like the X-Men. I actually do like them. And then let's go with, we proved our javelin men can do good work if we give them a chance to. All right. All right. We got to end the war in the Italian Peninsula so we can start building up our infrastructure and start getting ready for bigger things. This is just like basic stuff, man. This is like when you play Warhammer 3. This is like, oh my god, and here they come with a massive fucking army. Gosh darn it, man. They are not giving up. And that's why I wanted to land my spy in Greece so I could meet the Macedonians, although obviously we know them, and then try to get them to go to war with those fucks. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do that. All right, we got fucking war everywhere. All right, somebody give it. We gotta defeat the following battle. All right, so defeat the following armies. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. All right, now the only problem now they're retreating. They're bouncing because they know that they're gonna get stuck here and die. So that's a pretty smart move on their part. All right, we're gonna take this settlement back. Oh yeah! Oh man, we stabbed the shit out of him. Damn. We're just gonna occupy our own settlement. Alright, Legio 1, the First Legion, has got up a rank, which is one of the coolest features in this game that you don't actually have in, I don't think, any other game that I played, where the actual unit ranks up, and it's great. It's just such an awesome feature. I love it. It gives like not realism, dynamism, but also too like you feel more the campaign, like, you know what I'm saying? It's more personal. All right, so I always use the same ones. It's this one. Oh, you can only do one. All right, so usually you can do like 3. I feel like maybe I downloaded them all. All right, let's not get too crazy right now. I'll take what I take. All right, so now this is only 4 units, but this is only hardly any units. So let's. I mean, let me see, how many units is that? We're not gonna be able to reach them anyway, so it's not gonna matter. They're kind of trapped too. They can't go this way. They can't go. I think they can go this way, but either way, I'm gonna be able to hit them and hit them hard too. All right, so we're not going to be able to replenish at this time, even though what do we got here? Reinforcement must be in your region with enough population of each type at the start of the turn. Yeah, we're not going to have a huge population because it's a constant war. What he's doing, he's raiding. Yeah, of course, they're raiding me. They don't have enough units to do anything here, and he's also waiting for this force right here. Again, no cavalry and limited missile. They had to pay. This is mercenaries right here. I know this unit from a mile away. Thracian mercenary peltists. Peltists are tough, and that's a good unit, but they're mercenaries, which means I guess they're having problems recruiting missile troops, and they do have 1 Greek archer. All right, I mean, this is not a tremendous force, although, again, these are strong units led by Hermogenes. I wonder if he's their new leader. All right, so either way, it's going to take them a little bit of time. Let's see what our situation as far as time goes. It's summer, it's July, so I'll probably be fighting them August, September, probably like around September, August, he'll land, and then he'll probably be somewhere over here. Now, if he meets up with them, that's going to be a strong force. That's going to be a full army. It gives them another missile troop, and then peltists are tough. Peltists are basically like a mixture. They're missile troops that have the ability to hold their own in melee. So that's essentially what peltists are. Peltists, they're specialized units that were created, or at least bolstered by Alexander's father. I know his name for some reason. I just drew a blank. He's actually, in some ways, more impressive than Alexander. Not more impressive, but just as maybe. In some ways. All right. Let's see. I mean, I wish we could do freaking. I wish our replenishment was better, but it's not. I gotta get these guys out of here. I mean, that's the thing. It's realistic. That's what we're going for. We're going for the dynamism of a fully fleshed out campaign where it's realistic. You don't just park yourself in a city and all of a sudden recruits just start flocking to your banner. We have enemy armies out. Where people live. People live out here. You know what I'm saying? The people that we need to help us. To reinforce, they live out there. So now we don't have enough manpower. So that's the problem right now, is our manpower is low. Let's take a look at it real quick. So we're in Beneventium right here. Holy shit, we only have 10 patricii, 20 plebs, 40 proletarii, and now we have over 20. We have almost 25,000 peregrini. Which I'm not sure what I think that's foreigners. I'm almost positive that's foreigners. Damn, so we are having a tough time with our population. Holy shit. And this is a great settlement. If we can just get war in this region to stop, has high fertility, and we can do what we gotta do. Hot dog. Alright. So what we're gonna do is just consolidate them. And that's it. And then we're going to wait until next turn. They don't have any movement range. They have very little movement range. We can't recruit up in Rome, because Rome obviously has some population. Let's see what their situation is. Much better. They have 2,000 patricii, almost 6,000 plebs. Yeah. So their situation is much better. But I don't want to bankrupt myself either. I mean, eventually these units are going to have to fight. Cannot recruit unit. Doesn't say why. I think companion cavalry. I think it has something to do with area of recruitment. There's a big modder, and I just had to disagree with him on one of his mods where he talked about he added like a big submod for DEI, and he removed area of recruitment. Now, in my opinion, what happened is he doesn't like area of recruitment, which is fine. He wants to be able to just recruit units wherever he wants. But in order to justify him removing it, he tried to make a historical case for it. He goes, area recruitment doesn't make sense because, Romans just recruited troops where they were, where they were campaigning. That's where they just recruited troops. And I had to just correct him. First of all, there was differences between Republic and Empire. And the Empire, that's not true at all. Like, for example, I was just reading on when Domitian was fighting in Dacia, and he needed troops to basically fight a war in Dacia because Dacia had beat a Roman army, and he had to he drew legions from all over the empire. He drew legions from Britain. He drew legions. Wow, how the fuck did they get so far? Oh, this is what I'm that. All right, hold on. Before we overreact, let's look at that. All right, so Eritrea. Wow, now they're gonna give us a trade agreement, and they're gonna give us money that we need. The only problem with this is we did eventually plan on fighting them and beating them. All right, you know what? We need the money at this point, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. What the fuck? Oh, they decided just to fight. Who is this? Oh, this is the rebels. Wow, the rebels. Oh, Eritrea came down to fight. That's interesting. To help me, I guess. Huh. I guess they were just in the neighborhood. And they're like, hey, we're going to destroy this rebel force for you. All right, cool. Thanks, dude. We'll take the slaves. And at least send you back with a little pat on your butt and say, have a good day. Alright, so let's see why this... that was in Rome, too. That's not fun. Research iron tools, foreign influences. As more and more people interact with us through trade, our culture slowly integrates foreign cultural characteristics, which we're not thrilled about. But there's not a whole lot we can do about it either. Alright, so... yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. How the fuck? Now, they have 7 zeal, which is helpful. So his campaign movement range is only -5. But how the fuck did he get from here all the way over here? I call bull to the shit on that. Straight bullshit. And I'll be honest, pisses me off a little. Pisses me off. Not just a little, a lot. Pisses me the fuck off. Maybe they'll have to fight those rebels, because the rebels don't care. They'll fight anybody, dude. They're crazy. They're like, yo, we're crazy. We're crazy. We don't even care. Seriously, though, man. How did he get all the way over here? Come on. What kind of bonuses does he have? People look at this and they get overwhelmed, like, oh my god, it's too much. It is, but it's all based on different things. You could look at it all individually, and it does make more sense. Oh, and then he has +8 campaign movement range up there, so I guess that's another bonus that he has. All right, so you know what? I guess he does have a little bit of a bonus. No, but then he has -5 and -5. So overall, that's -2. He has a huge boost to public order. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. He starts the high brawler trait, which means he's a tough fighter. It is summer where, movement is a little easier. Yeah, so this is now I'm faced again with another tough force, and I'm going to have to fight some kind of fucking crazy-ass battle. I have this idiot still chilling over here. I need people to help me. I need allies. I'm going to have to call these guys in, man.
We have need of talk, I'm sure.
We do have need of
also
talk.
need good food, a warm fire, and warm women.
Oh, you're getting crazy, bro. I didn't know we were talking like that, but hey, I'm fine with that. I mean, personally, I'm married, but hey, if you want to get some warmer women, I'm fine with it. All right, demand, let's see. No, not demand. Not demand, offer. Yeah, at this point, we're offering Eritrea money, so think about that. Doesn't say a lot about our status as a great power right now. All right, so we want them to join with us, and then we can... Oh, no, we're not allies with them, so we can't ask them to come fight. But I still do need them to help us. Actually, these would probably be better to help us. Let me see. Let's cancel this out. These guys, actually, if we can get them to help us, that would actually probably be better.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us.
It's an honor to you.
Speak so that the spirits can hear your words.
Bro, I appreciate that. I actually needed that at this time. We're in a little bit of a tough time, so I appreciate that. Oh, man, I figured we could do a little straight-up trade here, but I guess not. Damn. I thought they might counter. That happens not that often, but it does happen. I'll reject your mother. She came over my house and asked me for it. You know what? I said, fuck you, biatch.
2 armies awaiting us when we have talked.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna have food. Well, I like to eat too, but right now we gotta fuck people up. Alright, so let's go. Payment, let's offer him the 2,000 we were gonna offer him before. 1,800. Fuck.
The spirits would not let me rest easily if I gave you money and, in the doing, took honor.
Oh, get out of here, dude. You're a barbarian. You don't care about honor. Get out of here with that shit. We're Rome, bro. We'll tell you when it's okay for you to worry about your honor. Okay, bro? Okay, bro? Alright, so this is over. We got 20. I don't know. Is this not a good idea? Should I use this money to... I mean, that's the thing. Like, they'll come marching out with a 20-unit army. They'll pull it out of their ass. You know, like they just did there. They just helped me out and even realize what was happening. They'll come down straight up and just start fucking dominating people. Now, I actually have more troops than them, so you know what? Fuck it. We'll use our money and put it to good use elsewhere. I wish we could see... I really don't want to have Syracuse declare war on me at the last second. I'll be pissed about that.
Do not waste time on ill-chosen words. Although an hour or 2 bathing would have been useful.
Wow, you trying to tell me I stink? Well, guess what? I've been fighting a war for fucking, 6 months. What have you been doing, dude? Sucking wind? Eating balls? I'm going to give him a little gift just to get him off my back. Just a little one. Just a little one.
I must serve my people and accept these terms.
Oh, Zeus can suck. Oh, never mind. I take that back. All right. Let's get back to it. I wish I could have them on my side, but you know what? I couldn't do it. They still can't. I still can't fight him, man. I'm still out of the way. Look at this. This guy's traveling across the world, and my guys can't even move fucking, a little bit down the way. Damn, not loving that. Not loving that at all. Not loving that at all. Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna have to fight suckers, so let's just do it. Let's just get it done. Are they gonna allow me to fight him? Nope. Oh, yeah, they are. Nice. Wait, what? Oh, come on. I'm gonna actually have to fight this thing. Shit. Alright, you know what? Alright, you know what? Let's call it. This video's been almost it's about 51 minutes, so let's call it here. Alright, so when we come back, we're gonna have to use our 2 javelin men to basically, because their troops are far superior to ours. They've been this whole war. They have far superior troops to ours. Their generals far superior to ours, which is also something that's been happening. Luckily, there's some little guy on the other end of the computer that hasn't been outmatched, at least not too many times. So yeah, we're gonna have to use these javelin men. Basically, they have no missile whatsoever now, and they also only have the 1 cavalry, same as us. Now, if we can match them up and match combat, and I can get a javelin man over there and just unload javelins in his face, that will help us. And then I gotta use this other javelin man maybe to take out like him and try to get these guys off the field. Because these guys with their low, these 2 I'm not so worried about with their low manpower, and this guy, this axeman, he's a bitch. I have an axeman too, except I have a fully strength axeman. And then I have the swordsman like I was telling you about, and then 2 hastati, which are they're whatever. All right, guys, that's what we're gonna do. Now, listen, as always, if you watch this, I really appreciate it. You're my brother. This shit is niche. Like Rome 2 is niche just in general. Then watching my videos is super niche. And then watching my videos, long drawn out videos where it's not about like the cinematics. It's just about strategy and fucking talking shit. That's even more niche. So you're my brother.